All right, next we're going to talk about these dogs here. These dogs having a good old time. Look at them. You got one right here. Check out my man right here. That's a little fella. And next we're gonna talk about the street dogs. Really? Hola, mi amigos, bienvenidos. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the price comparison between the Dominican Republic and the U.S. Yes, the price comparison. And this is a warning. This is only the prices that I have seen. We know in other parts of the country that the prices can vary as far as all the different services and the different products out there. So we're talking about in the Bahia Bay area, the prices are similar in Punta Cana. So we're going to talk about Bahia Bay, Punta Cana, Higüey, La Romana, and some of the other cities. But in some of the more rural cities in the country, we know the prices can be a lot cheaper. So we're not really focusing on them. We're focusing where a lot of the expats live at, and that's what we're going to come to you today. The prices over the last few years have increased in the Dominican Republic, and the prices with COVID, just like all over the whole world, prices have increased on a lot of the products and a lot of the services and things of that nature. So that is something to be mindful of. The question is the Dominican Republic more expensive to live in than the U.S. now? That's the question inquiring minds want to know. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. The first one we're going to talk about is clothing. Clothing here is slightly higher than the U.S. from what I've seen. Clothing and the shoes, they seem to be a little bit higher here. I don't know why. And they seem to be a little bit less quality. So you're paying a little bit more. You're not really getting the same quality of clothing and shoes there. So it is what it is. So clothing, the DR to me is more expensive. Number two, segundo, is groceries. Yes, groceries. Groceries here seem to be a tad cheaper than the U.S. They're very similar in prices, but some products are higher here, and some products in the U.S. are higher. Like we got a pack of chicken. It was 8 whole wings in a pack for under $5. So like $4.80, $4.90 for a pack of 9 whole chicken wings. So I think in the U.S. it would have been about $10. So that's over half the price right there off in the DR. And the eggs here are a lot cheaper right now. We know when we were back in the U.S. before we left that the eggs have really skyrocketed there in the U.S. So the eggs here, you probably can get a 32 pack for I think like maybe $4, something like that. So it's just crazy right now. But there's some things that is a lot cheaper here than in the U.S. So it's similar in price here. So it's kind of a wash, but I would say if I had to choose one, the DR would be slightly cheaper as far as the groceries. Number three, we're going to talk about food, restaurant food and the street food. Now the street food here, you can find street food every corner. They're going to have, somebody's going to be cooking something, whether it's in a little shop, at their home, a little restaurant, food truck, food court. So you can find some really good street food for a very, very good price. Like you can spend $2 and be completely full. I spent $3 and I had 2 full meals out of the $3 off the street food. So street food, you can't really compare. It's a lot cheaper here. Empanadas, you can get, of course, you can get the famous chicken, rice, and beans, but it goes a long way. So yeah, so street food is very affordable here, man, and you can get a lot for your money. You might get tired of it, but you can eat pretty good for just a few bucks. So DR wins on the street food. All right, next guys, we're going to talk about the restaurant food. Now the restaurant food here is very similar to the US. You can go out and have a basic restaurant meal for about $40-45 for 2 people. So it's kind of similar here. You can go expensive like the US also. Just be aware when you receive your bill, La Cuenta, back from the waiter or the waitress, it's going to have a thing called ITBIS or something like that. It's like a tax, and then you'll have a tip on there also. So it's already included, no matter if it's one person or if it's a group, they're going to include it. It's going to be 18% plus another 10% on top of what you ordered. So just be aware, there's nothing unusual or nothing tricky. So it's going to be a 28% tax on top of your bill. So when you get it, so it's already included. So now you know. Can't say you don't know. But eating out is very similar. The prices are very, very similar. So it's kind of a wash on that. But the street food, yeah, you can get street food here very cheap. Next, we're going to talk about furniture and appliances. The furniture here is very expensive for what you're getting. We've been looking at a few different furniture stores, looking at couches, looking at beds, dressers, all those things right there, TVs, and they are at least double the price of the US for what you're getting, probably triple the price. Like a 65-inch TV here, you're going to pay about at least $1,000 for a brand new. Yeah, but in the US, you know, Black Friday, all these sales, you can get a 65-inch now for $400, you know, same quality. So that's at least double the price. The beds are double the price, and they don't feel as comfortable for the most part. The couches are double to triple the price, and for what you're getting, that's why we decided to ship our belongings here. All of our furniture we shipped here because it's very comfortable. It's made pretty decent. It's gonna last a while, so we decided to just, instead of paying all that money to buy quality or comfortable furniture here, we can just ship ours and go from there. But yeah, furniture and appliances, no bueno in the DR. So in the US, a lot better prices on those things. Next, we're going to talk about fuel, gasoline and diesel. Maybe about $3 here for diesel, and the gasoline here is basically $5 per gallon. Yes, $5 per gallon for regular. So depends on where you are in the States or wherever you are in the world. You can kind of compare it to yourself. With us coming from Alabama, for regular when we left was about $2.90 when we left. So yeah, it's a little bit more expensive here, $5 a gallon. One thing I do like about the gas is that the gas prices are the same no matter where you go. There's no one price is 20 cents higher or $1 higher than the other one. They're all the same, so you just go fill up wherever. But yeah, the gas prices, they're higher here. But on a side note, a lot of people drive less here. So it's a lot of scooters, a lot of small cars here. So like with our scooter, we put in about $10 a week, $15 a week, and that'll get us through the whole week. So we're kind of paying less. But, you know, if we were to drive the same as the US, of course, we'd be paying a lot more.
Hey guys, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of the upcoming videos that we have. We're going on the North Coast, we're going to Las Terrenas, we're going whale watching, we're going to be exploring the island. But if you want to get some more information from other people, hey, check out the Educated Traveler. I think he's up in the North Coast, Puerto Plata, Sosua area. We got Bridget with Ebony Ladies in the DR. She's in Punta Cana, and she's got a lot of knowledge about the country and great videos. And also the Conscious Traveler with William. That's the Conscious Traveler. He's up in Sosua area on the North Coast. So yeah, check them out. They got a lot of information as well.
Next, we're going to talk about cable, internet, and home phone service. You can get a good package here, a good quality package here for about $80 total. That's internet, phone, and cable. Yes, $80 total. Now, the cable here is not as good as what you have back in the US, like the DirecTVs and some of the other things with the streaming and the recording. You might not get that for a total of $80, but you will get a few hundred channels, and you get like unlimited Wi-Fi and internet and a good phone service for $80. So you can't really beat that, you know. And a lot of people don't watch a lot of TV here, so, you know. And with that cable, you will have some US channels, and it will be in English. Some channels will be in English, so it kind of works out. So hey, $80 for a triple play, it's hard to beat it. All right, next, cell phones. The cell phones are about the same price if you're going to purchase them outright. So, you're going to purchase it outright. Cell phones are about the same price. Not a big difference there. Cell phone plans, you can get a good plan for about $45. It's like unlimited internet and all that good stuff. So that's what I got, 42 to 45 bucks cell phone plan. Boom. Let's talk about cars and scooters. Cars here, brand new cars typically cost a little bit more than the US. All of them are imported, no matter what brand it is. So it's a little bit more, but you can buy a brand new car here for about $16,000. It's a small car, so that's an option that you can buy a car for that price range, brand new. Now the used cars here are seem to be quite more expensive here than in the U.S. And I know that the prices of the cars in the U.S., the used cars in the U.S. have went up over the past few years since COVID hit. But here they just seem a little bit more. I mean, for what you're getting here, you're paying a lot of money for not a lot of cars. So yeah, so used cars here are more expensive. Now let's talk about the motorcycles and the scooters. In the DR, scooters, motorcycles, small motorcycles everywhere. And you can get a great deal on a small motorcycle or a scooter here. An amazing deal. Get you a brand new scooter, brand new little motorcycle, starting out at about $1,600 US. Yes, $1,600, brand new. So that's why there are a lot of scooters in this country, because they're cheap. They can get you from point A to B, and they're saving on gas. So, so I would say it's kind of a wash on the cars and scooters. All right, next we're going to talk about homes, the prices of homes, and the prices to rent a home or a condo. Homes here are typically cheaper than the U.S. Now, over the past few years, their prices have increased, but you can find a decent condo anywhere from $60,000. Yes, $60,000 near the beach, near the ocean here. So you can go from 60 all the way up to $300,000 or $400,000. Depends on how nice you want your condo to be. But for the condo that's $300,000 to $400,000 in the States, it would probably be about $1 million. It would probably be $1 million, no question about it. So it's a lot less expensive here in the DR than the US on that. Now, renting in some places in the DR that I'm not really talking about, but you can rent a one-bedroom condo for $200 a month. I'm not really focusing on those particular areas, but in a place like Punta Cana, Bay, Santo Domingo on the North Coast, you can find a nice one-bedroom for $500 a month. Yeah, $500 a month. And so the prices to rent are very, very affordable. It's less than the U.S. So with homes and buying and renting, yes, the DR is much better on the price. Side note, buying a home, they have a tax, just like in the U.S., you have to pay taxes each year on your home. But if you purchase a home here and the value is less than $150,000, there's no annual property taxes. Yes, you heard me right. If it's valued less than $150,000 US, there are no annual property taxes. You just have to pay your initial property taxes when you buy it, but after that, no more property taxes. So definitely a plus, definitely. All right, guys, let's talk about utilities. Yep, utilities. I know that's a big key factor, big expenses in the U.S., wherever you are. But if you're going per kilowatt, here in the Bay area, Punta Cana area, the utility is 3 times more expensive. Yes, 3 times more expensive per kilowatt. Back where I'm from, the price per kilowatt is 11 cents. 11 cents. Here where I'm at now, the price per kilowatt is 32 cents. That's nearly 3 times the price per kilowatt. But with that being said, a lot of people don't use a lot of utilities, electricity. Most people have gas stoves, and a lot of places don't have air conditioning or heater in their home. So yeah, so they use a lot less utilities. That's why the price is less per month. It's kind of strange to say that we're in February and we're talking about having to use air conditioning, but in the property that we're managing, the guy renting there, he hasn't used his AC since he's been there. And so yeah, it's kind of crazy to think, guys using AC in the winter, but yeah, that's just how it is. It's 80 something degrees out here. It's a little warm, but if you don't use your AC, you don't use a heat or anything like that, then you're not using much electricity. And to give you an example, the guy that's renting one of our rental properties, he's been there this whole month, or in January, the whole month. His utility bill was $20 for the whole month. That's not including water or gas, but that's like maybe $4 or $5 for that. But so $25, his whole utility bill is paid. This is a single guy in the condo by himself. I'm not sure if he's using anything. He's probably not watching TV. I don't know what he's doing in there, but his bill $25 for the whole month. Yes, you heard me right. $25 for the whole month of January. And compared to us, our bill for the whole month, two people, our bill is $50. Yes, the utility bill is $50 for the whole month. Hey, it's no brainer who won this particular issue here. So the DR, yeah, it costs more per kilowatt, but people tend to use less electricity here. So yeah, $50 compared to $300, $400. All right, guys, last but not least, we're going to talk about health care, health insurance, dental insurance. What we were paying back in the U.S. was around $600 per month for a family, 2 adults and a minor. So that's $600 per month. Here for the 2 of us, we're paying $110 a month. Yes, you heard me right. That is medical and that is dental insurance. Yeah, it's not even comparable. When I heard that you can find it even cheaper, the one caveat is they don't cover any pre-existing condition that you have. So if you come with a condition and they ask about it, you have to tell them. They won't cover that, but anything else is covered. So what can I say? The insurance here is not even comparable. Win for the DR. One more caveat: healthcare procedures, dental procedures, even if you don't have insurance, are much cheaper here. You know, a root canal back in the States would cost thousands of dollars if you didn't have any type of insurance. Here, $300-$400. So it's no comparison. There's no comparison at all. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and watch out for coconuts. Peace. And spend $45, $50, and oh, you're fine, you're fine. It's the scuba divers over here. This one having a good time. Look.